The popular teen mystery drama could be back soon. Here's all you need to know going into Season 3 of Outer Banks. Expectations and hope are all we have, like the Pogues of Outer Banks. And that's what is fueling our excitement for the third season of the Netflix original series. Created by Josh Pate, Jonas Pate, and Shannon Burke, Outer Banks follows a group of teenagers in the Outer Banks of North Carolina, where society has a clear and sharp divide. The wealthy seasonal residents, or kooks, and the local working class people known as the Pogues. The story revolves around the Pogue teenagers who live in the neighborhood of The Cut. The kids are on a mission to find the missing father of their group leader, John B. Chase Stokes. Along the way, they discover a buried pirate treasure that could be connected to the disappearance. With only their determination and friendship keeping them alive, the Pogues fight law enforcement and the kooks while dealing with personal relationships, drug abuse, romance, money, and helplessness of being underprivileged American teenagers. This action-adventure mystery teen drama dropped its second season in July 2021 with a huge cliffhanger, leaving fans to speculate about what could come next. Season 2 delivered a poignant finale with a big reveal about John B's father, and we all have a lot of questions to be answered, and those questions can only be answered with a new season. Since the show premiered on Netflix in April 2020, it has been quite popular among viewers and became quite a success. And we can be pretty sure that Season 3 is going to be an exciting ride, much like the last two seasons. Here's a quick recap. Since the beginning of the series, John B. and Sarah have been on a quest for treasure, along with the rest of their Pogue friends. With the murderous Cameron father-son duo and the intimidating Carla Limbre on their back, it's been quite a ride for this gang. In the second season of Outer Banks, the kids hunt for the coveted cross of Santo Domingo and finally acquire it after a great ordeal, but only to lose it to the Camerons. Damn! Escaping death and jumping ships, we mean that literally, they end up on a deserted island. The second season also revealed an important arc about John B's father, who meets Carla and promises to help her find the Shroud of Turin, but only if she helps his son in exchange. All in all, the finale of Outer Banks Season 2 left a lot of questions and doubts. So we are hoping that the new and third season will resolve all of that. For instance, we should see the Pogues finding their way back home, but they might not give up on the treasures that they found. There's also a high possibility that John might reunite with his father on the hunt for the Shroud of Turin. On the other side of the story, we also expect to see more romantic angles, especially between Kai and Pope. After all, it's a teen drama, and there's no adventure without a little romance thrown in. And maybe the real treasure was the drama we had along the way. So, with all the possibilities that the new installments holds, we have gathered everything we know so far about Outer Banks Season 3. Let's dig in, then. Who is in Outer Banks Season 3's cast? Chase Stokes and John B. Rutledge, Madeline Klein and Sarah Cameron, Madison Bailey as Kiara, Kai Carrera, Jonathan Davis and Pope Hayward, Rudy Pankow and J.J. Maybank, Charles Hartford as Big John, and Charles Eston as Ward Cameron, are all returning to their roles in the third installment of Outer Banks. Carlacia Grant's role as Cleo has also been upped from a recurring role to a series regular. Who are the major characters in Outer Banks Season 3? Here's a quick look at all the leading and important characters of Outer Banks who will be making a comeback in the upcoming third season of the teen drama. John B. Rutledge, or John B., is the leading character of the story. He is the ringleader of the group of Pogue teens who is trying to find his missing father. He has been in a relationship with Sarah Cameron, a wealthy kook, since Season 1, and in Season 2, after both John and Sarah are presumed to be dead, they somehow return to Outer Banks and reunite with their friends, who try to clear his name while dodging the intimidating Limbre family. John and his friends are now looking for the Cross of Santo Domingo. Sarah Cameron, John's girlfriend and the love of his life. Though she belongs to a high-profile kook family, she has left them behind when she finds out that her father and brother have blood on their hands. She also becomes an official Pogue by extension of her relationship with John and her friendship with the other Pogue kids. Kiara Carrera, or Kai, is John's best friend. Technically, Kai is a kook, but she is a Pogue at heart and extremely loyal to her friends, much to her family's dislike. Kai and Sarah graduate to a close friendship in Season 2, while Kai navigates her off-again, on-again romance with Pope. JJ Maybank is a true and loyal Pogue and one of John B's best friends. But he is also a perpetual troublemaker, which mostly arises out of his relationship with his abusive and alcoholic father. In the second season, JJ tries his best to clear John and Sarah's name before they set out on their search for the Cross of Santo Domingo. Pope Hayward, the brains of the group and a genius, he is a cautious and smart young Pogue who also happens to have a little crush on Kiara. His love life takes a backseat in the second season as the group begins to hunt for the Cross of Santo Domingo. Turns out, he is the rightful heir to the treasure by virtue of his ancestry to Denmark Tanny, a legendary black plantation owner, former enslaved cook, and local hero. Apart from the Pogue gang, characters like Ward Cameron, Rafe Cameron, Carla Limbre, Topper, among others, could possibly come back to take their respective stories forward. As we know from the main plotline and previous seasons, the story of Outer Banks is set in the present day on the North Carolina coast. The actual story does have its roots in the distant past, but the show has, so far, stuck to the here and now. So, unless there is some kind of back and forth timeline in the coming season, we are hoping that the linear format will follow the Outer Banks Season 3 and will be set in the contemporary period as the story progresses. Filming to the third season began in February 2022 and wrapped up filming in the following September. Safe to say, everyone's on the edge of their seats, waiting to binge watch it.